Hello, everybody. This is Greg29407 back with another episode of the Division 2. We're in front of the White House, and I've just did a fast travel over here because I wanted to take advantage of my new skill that I've earned from our last mission. We're now level 3, and no time has passed since the last mission. Notice it says we have 1 skill so far. We're going to get our second now. Staff of 2 and Theater of 1 of 4. So what that means is this. Let me come in here and talk to the Quartermaster. Here's your skill. I'm going to take the turret. And the first turret is the assault turret. And it automatically tracks and attacks hostile targets. And then the second option is incinerator. You put it there and it shoots fire at people. You can watch a little video there, which is pretty entertaining. And the third one is a sniper one. I always take the first one. It's really, really good. This thing will get us through a lot of missions. Boom. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, so what I want to do now
Character.
is I want to go ahead and slot this skill. Sign it in the LB slot. And there we go. Now, let's see what we've got here. For our last mission, we got some extra stuff. So this pistol's better. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to mark that as junk. Let's see what we've got here. This is my assault rifle. Is there a better assault rifle in here? That one is better. Take that. Quit that one. That one is worse. I'll mark that as junk. Get 2 submachine guns. Mark that one as junk. And then we have our rifle. Look at the rifle slot. Here's our current rifle, and here's our other one. This one is green, but is weaker. And this one is actually weaker than that. So we'll get rid of both of those. Okay, let's see what else we've got. Take this. And we'll drop that one and that one. Early on, we can get rid of a lot of this extra stuff. Drop that. Just one thing there. Gloves are actually weaker, so let's get rid of that one. Holster, just one. Knee pads. We'll get rid of both of these. Or this is junk. Oh, we have our proficiency cache. New assault rifle 200. That's better. So we'll equip that one. And then our new holster is better. Get rid of that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to our vendor. Sell. We'll sell all junk.
That filled my inventory. Thank you.
All right. And we now
Character.
have just 3 items of inventory.
Character.
All right. We are lean and mean right now. Now let me show you in the crafting area. We met that woman at the theater, and she is now our crafting person.
Agent, it seems I have the equipment I need. I'm eager to get started.
Okay, it says you can't craft items at the crafting bench, and you can craft items in the crafting bench in the base of operations. To craft an item, you require a blueprint for the item you want, which can be purchased, found, or rewarded from several different places. Crafted items also require materials which can be found throughout the city or acquired by dismantling equipment you don't need. You can upgrade the crafting bench in order to craft higher quality items. You can upgrade the bench once you've acquired the bench blueprint. So let's see, we have some stuff in here. And so you can do all these different things. So we have a blueprint for this improved mask. And right now, as you can see, if we craft this, we don't have enough polycarbonate or electronics yet. We do have enough protective fabric. And the armor would be between 344 and 421, and there should be a random bonus on it, that kind of thing. We have one for a backpack, one for a holster. The key element early on, especially, is when you get these mods and miscellaneous. You want to get those as soon as possible, because that's how we mod our weapons. So that'll be really handy. All right, let's look at our map.
Character.
Oh, wrong button. Sorry. Look at our map. So remember, we were at the theater last time, and there's a side mission. Oh, I must have missed one of the side missions. Oops. But there was also a safe house. So I think what we should do is go ahead and run to the safe house. We'll head over there and see what mischief we can get up into. There's another player. He's level 9 player. I think he has the same hat as me. Wait a minute. It's a specialty hat. Come on. And what I want to show here is how you can find and be able to look out for a lot of resources in the world as you go through. And again, unless you're like trying to do a speed run on stuff, you know, it's probably best to just kind of wander around, smell the roses a little bit, and do some searching for stuff. Because there are a lot of things like this. You can see in the bottom of the screen, you see we got 2 polycarbonates. Well, we just saw at the crafting table that I needed some more polycarbonate. I didn't have enough, so I couldn't craft it even if I wanted to. Here I got 20 components. There's some projects that require us to give a certain number of components to control points. There's an electronics. That was one of our requirements. So there are all these little spots all over the place. They kind of go, they're easy to see at night. Always be on the lookout for these things. This is a nice spot for them too, the whole string of them. Carbon fiber. There's a backpack. Okay, we'll check that out a little bit later. What you also find though is apparel. The stuff you usually have to pay money for, from the store if you wanted to really trick out your character a lot. You can find that stuff in the game too, which is really helpful. So you have to spend a lot of extra money just to try and make yourself look pretty good in the game. It is dark down here. Boy, oh boy. Of course, Washington, D.C. is built in a swamp, so the fact that there are no pumps, I mean, there's a lot of these buildings in here that get kind of underwater partially and stuff. It's kind of cool, and I think it's very realistic as well. There's one mission we'll go into early on where the parking garage is completely flooded. All you see at the tops of a bunch of cars. All right, we got some enemies around here. I want to get my rifle. Ah. That wasn't bad at all. Hey, what the heck? Who just shot at me? I don't know what happened. It looked like someone shot at me.
Echo detected.
Oh, there's another echo in here. I'm not going to sit here for the whole echo. You can just kind of see where it's at. It's in this little restaurant.
Decent coffee, right? Well, fuck if I know. I don't drink this shit for pleasure. Trust me, it's good. You should savor it. Might be your last chance.
Find some loot stuff in here while they're chatting about how they're going to destroy the world.
Dirt. What's happening in New York is just the beginning. Yeah, no shit. I want you to put together a team. I already have a team. A bigger team, more diversified. For what? For whatever it takes.
One of the questions I have about the game is
Agent requesting backup.
it's kind of a nitpick, is that there's so many villains in this game. I mean, everyone's a bad guy. So it's been 7 months since, 7 months earlier, everything was fine. People were getting ready for the Christmas holidays, and then this stuff happens, and now everyone's like a maniac.
Hostile control point nearby.
There are things going on in this game that you find that they have like little videos of people like slaughtering each other and doing all sorts of like the most horrible things you've ever imagined. It's like, really? Jeez Louise. Society sure fell apart quick. I hope that's incorrect. I'm probably being naive. But it does seem like it kind of falls apart a little quick in this game. I think there'd be more good people as opposed to villainous people. But going back to something I said in episode 1, there are a bunch of drug dealers in the game. But people in this game, they don't have food and water. They don't have a place to live. So I don't think selling drugs is going to be anyone's #1 priority. It seems like what these guys would be better off doing instead of making drugs is getting as many canned goods and bottled water as possible and
Electronic device detected.
selling that, or using it as blackmail to get people to do your bidding. You don't need to, oh, we got ecstasy, we got cocaine.
I see you
Say,
hanging out
oh, we
with
got
Peter a lot these days.
cans of okra
So what?
and green beans.
Bad news is what? Bad news? God, do you have to be so old school? It's embarrassing. I know you two are sneaking out at night. So what if we are? You can't lock me in here. I just want you to appreciate the risks you're taking. Well, I got some bad news for you, Mom. It's the fucking apocalypse, okay? Being alive is a risk. We're just trying to have some fun in this hellhole. Those hyenas might seem like fun to you now, but they'll turn on you in a second if they can gain anything from it. Look, Peter knows them, okay? They won't hurt us. No, Ellie. Don't do that. Don't trust them. They don't care about anything but themselves. Please remember that, if nothing else. Okay, Mom.
Okay, those two people in that conversation were
Hostile control point identified.
that was the young girl we just rescued from the hyenas in the last episode. And she said the F word to her mom, which I just find shocking. But anyway, apparently mom was right, because that girl was dating some guy that was part of the hyenas, and next thing you know, she's kidnapped by him. So that's why he had to go to that Grand Washington Hotel to save her. Uh-oh. Yikes. Oh, no. I'm confused. I'm confused. No. No. Go. Yikes. Holy moly. The character got all confused and stuff. Oh, man, that was bad. It wouldn't obey my commands. Would not obey my commands. Oh, and I put out my, I accidentally put out my turret that I just got. Pull it back. Yeah, I got hit by that grenade that was a confusion grenade of some type. So I was like pushing the button to get in the cover, and it didn't work. I was pushing to go around, and all the buttons suddenly changed.
Hostile control point nearby.
So that will get you killed fast. There we go. Speed boot shoes. Okay. That's an apparel item. So yeah, the confusion thing was bad news. They were shooting at me like crazy, and I couldn't do anything. So be careful of those. Now these are good guys. They had the little green thing over their heads.
Object of interest detected.
You got there.
Now the guy just said there's an object of interest was detected. So there's something around here. There you go. The crystal skull. Oh, from Indiana Jones. There are a lot of items that have been stolen from art galleries and museums in Washington that you'll find. I found that big portrait of George Washington that's in the White House on my other character earlier today. So this is our safe house. Inside this church.
only place around here that the hyenas didn't dare to touch. That's good news for you. That's some really interesting intel here. Looks like you got your hands full. Good luck.
Okay, so to liberate this area,
SHD Cache detected.
we need to resupply a friendly control point 50 times. It's just 50 items. That's why we want to collect as many as possible. Complete 3 activities in downtown East, and require SHD caches around downtown East. We need 4 of those. And this is one of those areas where you can see other players and stuff like that. Here's a stash where you can stash your extra stuff that you want to keep in your inventory but you don't want to sell. And here you can sell stuff as well for salvage. And if you die, we now have another place we can resurface that. So they're at, and now you can see we have a lot of things to do. We have these SHD caches. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one up there. Question marks are unknown activities. When we get closer to them, we'll see what they are. Another control point. So there's a lot of things to do. We can run around and do each one of these. What I want to do first of all, though, I want to go ahead and do this control point. Well, yeah, let's do a control point. I like doing the control points. They're a little tough. We can get help from NPCs in the thing. But I do like these a lot. Okay, let's go ahead and see what we got. New. Get a new pistol. Better. Okay. This is much better. Much better. Worse. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. Okay. Right now we had this. This is just a regular holster plus 82 health. This other one is a Moorer holster system from Douglas and Harding. Now, it's not as good, but look at what this has. 3% critical hit chance. And notice that if we do this, then we'll have 5% accuracy. And if we have a second item from Douglas and Harding, we'll get 10% critical hit damage. If we get a third item, 7% critical hit chance. So I'm going to take that. So our accuracy went up and our critical hit chances went up. So that's one of those things where you have a trade-off, which I really kind of enjoy. And then we got some items, some new boots that we just found. Don't like those. All right, let's do the control point. Now, control points are a challenge, but they're fun. But you got to be careful with them. And I'm going to show you the best way of doing these things.
Portable device detected.
Now notice this area controlled by hyenas. That red line is inside the area that we want to be in. When we're inside this area, right up there is the control point. Fallen Cranes control point. When we're in this area, we can now call nearby allies. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I got to wait for them to show up. While we're waiting, we're going to do some damage ourselves.
Reinforcements en route.
What we want to do, though, is we want to stay back. As much safety as possible. Do not feel bad about retreating. What you want to do is you want to make sure they don't get behind you. You want to stay back.
This is gonna get real.
See, there's our helpers.
Each other. We just have to stay calm.
Now, when these guys, we don't want to stay too far behind now. If these guys if all of our helpers get killed, then we fail. But we don't want to get too close either. what we're waiting for is for the big boss man to show up.
It's as good as gone. I'm reloading. I can destroy that.
Okay.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Here's boss man showing up. We want to kill this sucker as soon as possible.
Watch me cover that flank.
Always make sure that your enemies do not get behind you. Get out of the way!
They're creeping up on me. Get a blue.
Oh boy. Got him. Okay. Now we still got these other enemies we got to take on. We're about at the halfway point.
I'll cover you. I won't let them near it.
Okay, now,
Agent.
then we got to
stop by
defend
when you
it.
can. There's a project ready to be completed.
Now we got to defend
Incoming
ourselves.
hostiles detected.
There'll be another boss man with this group too.
I'll take the big gun. My life. Stay the fuck away. Try to be quick.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
All right,
Back in a clear shot.
good boss man.
Hit him. They're moving around me. Pull back now. I'll keep it safe.
Time for the turret. Time for some turret action. Oh no, don't destroy my turret! Oh no! Oh no! That's called improper placement of your turret.
Time to go home.
All right. That was completely the wrong place to put the
Supply room
turret.
access unlocked.
Yeah, don't throw it on the ground when the guy's just gonna walk over and kick it. I try and put it up on top of something or out of the way where they can't get to it, but I got a little excited and threw it in the stupidest place possible. All right, now let me show you. Now this guy, he needs these three things for this site: food, water, and components. So I'm going to try and get him to talk to me.
Yeah.
For some reason, this guy is a little hesitant. I'm going to go to the supply room first.
Okay.
Get my rewards,
Ready. Let's go.
and then I'll try and get him to talk to me. For some reason, the control officer in this particular control point has a little bit of a trouble sometimes. New backpack. Electronics. New rifle. Good, good, good. Titanium. Very important. And assault rifle and a chest piece. All right, let's see if I can give him some components. Now, if you go on here
Character.
and you go over to this way, you can see your resources. So I have 90 components and I have 5 food. No water yet. So let's see if I can give him. I have to give 50 and I'll get I think. So let's see if they'll talk to me. Here we go.
We've got plenty of resources.
All right. So that should take care. Let's see. I'm going to go to
I
the map.
already explained this.
I
I
look
don't
over
have the
projects.
slightest idea how to repair a holographic sight.
And yep, I've got this project completed.
I can't. I'm a hardware engineer. I can fix computers.
So I gave the
or
50. So
tablets,
I've got. So we get a
and
new
car
blueprint for
engines
that.
or toasters.
All righty. So that's a control point. They are all over the map.
I already explained this. I don't have the
I hate these
slightest
voices.
idea how to repair
That's just
a
telling us what's going on in
holographic
this
sight.
side mission right here. It's a pain in the neck sometimes. You get tired of hearing the same thing over and over. Okay, so that was a control point. Here's a control point here. There's one up here, and I think there's another one too as well. I love control points. They're the most fun, I think. We will do some of these question marks later on too, which will turn out to be like they have things like hostage situations. They have executions. They have a radio broadcast you're supposed to take over, that kind of thing. And you get some good XP for those as well. So, let's do one more thing. I'm going to show you a shade cache right here. It's really close. So one of the things we want to try and collect as many shade caches as possible. Every time you get a shade cache, you get 1 point, and that gives you a point for your perks. So the more perks, the better. So we want to find all of these as we can. Glitch there. So let's go ahead and go in here. And you can find other stuff.
Electronic device detected.
Okay, so here's a shade cache right here. That's 1 of 4 for this area. We now have turned that in at the base of operations for more perks. Body armor.
Your kind.
I hear a bunch of voices in the background. I got some kind of shooting somewhere. Guy coming out of the tunnel.
Get away!
She came right out of the tunnel. What the heck?
I'm all messed up.
In the world, there's more bad guys down there. Yep.
Get this asshole away from me!
That's pretty easy. There's some good things down in the tunnels so you can find. But I think that's going to call it a day. We did a control point, we found the safe house, and we found our first shade cache. So that's quite a bit of stuff to do. So until next time, this is Greg 29407 saying aloha, and we will see you next time.